Hello goat lovers, Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and we have our last goat here left to kid. We don't have such great news. Last couple of days, Lacey, when she lays down, has been showing that she has a prolapse. It is a vaginal prolapse, which could be a prolapse in her uterus or a vaginal prolapse. Either way, bad situation. Now her due date was 3 days ago, Lacey's was, and she's big. She's actually bigger than we've ever seen her get before, and she's extremely uncomfortable. Just really a lot of up, down, up, down. Anytime we get close or come up to the pen, you really have to sneak up on her or she's passed out. And you can see the prolapse. But then as soon as, you know, she notices us, she's up on her feet. And then her back legs she's just kind of back and forth on it. She's very, very uncomfortable. And already 3 days past her due date, which goats can go 145 to 155. In most cases for Nigerians, at least ones in my herd, they stick real close to the 145. Now, the goats, the baby goats are viable at 145 days. Their lungs are developed. They're good to go. So, I talked to a woman, a goat lady in my goat club that she's awesome. She's been raising goats for many, many, many years. And she just knows a lot about them. She's been there, done that multiple times with her animals. And so I was calling her, sending her pictures. What do you think I should do? And, you know, I've never, ever dealt with a prolapse. In the years that we've been raising goats, never had one actually prolapse. And it can happen to goats at all ages. It can be due to excess coughing. It could happen for an overload of kids, which in this scenario, she's pretty big. So I don't know how many kids she has in here. And then on top of that, she always has the biggest darn kids. And we've been having big kids this year. So I'm just have the worst knots in my stomach about this. But anyway, what she said was we need to get her some LACY'S. She needs a shot of LACY'S because she still has her ligaments, like barely, but they're still there. So she hasn't, you know, once they lose their ligaments and the contractions get hard, and even, it just sucks. But even as far as from what she was telling me, you see she's just nervous, her back end, which looks a mess, by the way. But anyway, if they have a prolapse, it could keep them from actually having those hard contractions and then eventually pushing. So when she's standing, she is not prolapsed. She doesn't have a prolapse at all. She stands up and it goes right back in. So what I might have to do, or what she was saying I'm going to have to do, so I'm going to give her the LACY'S. That's going to be in the muscle, so I'm going to give it to her in the neck. And then after that, it just depends on the goat, how close they are, and you know, it just depends. It could be up to 30 hours before she actually is able for me to get the kids. So she was saying that she's not going to be able to have the kids on her own. They are going to have to be pulled. And if I can position the prolapse out of the way to get inside and get the babies, you know, obviously the cervix has to be dilated to 10 or this isn't going to work at all. But if I could get in and get those babies, the first one, just keep getting them out. And hopefully she makes it through. And hopefully the babies make it through. So this is like literally so stressful for me. I've not ever dealt with a prolapse, and I'm just a nervous wreck about it. But so that's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm going to give her that shot of LACY'S and get things going, because she's already, as it is, these kids do not need to get any bigger. We just need to, we need this process to start. So I'm gonna hook her to the fence here so I can give her shot in the neck, which she's not gonna like. Nobody would. And then we're just gonna keep a really close eye on her from there. You got dirt in your eyes. So, all right, let's get on that shot. Okay, so I have 2 cc's of Lutalize, and when you're giving shots IM, you're gonna wanna make sure that you use at least 1 to 1.5 inch needle. I have a 1 inch needle. This happens to be an 18 gauge. A 20 gauge would have been okay too. And of course you're gonna clean the area with alcohol. And I'm gonna get it, and she's gonna be mad. But here in the neck, or here, you want somewhere meaty. Never give in the muscle in the back leg, because there's so many nerves back there, you could actually make them lame if you hit a nerve, which obviously would be really bad. So you're gonna wanna do the neck, or a meaty part in their shoulder, like this part right here is super meaty, right there behind the bone. That would work also. But I like the neck, so that's where I'm gonna do it. Right here, it's nice and meaty. I'm gonna clean the area really good. No, 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 girl, don't spin. Let me see. All right. Your hair's so thick, girl. These girls still have all their down. They're gonna be losing it soon. It is warming up. Clean the area super good. Okay. All right, you're gonna wanna put it in at a 90-degree angle. So just straight in. Pull back a little bit to make sure you didn't hit a vein. We're good. Just like that. Good girl, Lacey. Good girl, baby. So now we wait and watch very, very closely, because we don't want her to start pushing. That would be worst case scenario, but we also need to make sure we're ready to pull babies as soon as she's about to push. And I'll try to show you guys the prolapse again, but she has to be knocked out sleeping before she allows it. Or sneak up from behind here is when you can see it sometimes. So again, guys, I'm kind of a nervous wreck about it. Not really excited. This could be 30 hours from now before it all goes down, but it also could be midnight. So we'll just keep a really close eye. Let's hope she's got like 3 or 4 little ones, guys, and not just 1 or 2 giant ones. She's notorious for giant kids. That wouldn't be good, huh, girl? All right, we'll be back in to check on her in just a little bit. Good girl. Weirdo. So on a good note, look at these babies. Maddie's doing really good. Aren't you, Mama? She's sleepy. Oh, you sleepy girl. Look at her. What you doing? Hi. Hi. Trying to see if any of them got moon spots. And I don't see any on this girl, but I'm gonna check you. Oh. You're okay. You're okay. No, I did notice this little girl's footsie is looking awful gray. Here, let's see. It's more the back of it. Let's see. I think that might be a moon spot. Not much, but I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera, but it might be. All right, we're going.
Oh, oh God! Oh, oh, oh! Maybelline. Do I like have my body back? Huh? No! Oh, what? No! Oh, there's a clip there. Oh no, there's more of them. Surely here. I hope that they go away. Ow! 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 Ow!
What are you doing?
Oh, that's so many! No,
I think my mom has a goat problem. Oh, these are just the babies. Oh, hi, Maybelline. A little solid. Chamois, that is. Wait, no, this isn't Maybelline. This is not Maybelline. This is our solid. This is Maybelline. Oh my, sorry. That was Maybelline. Right there, walking away. That is our first solid chamois. And it came out of Mayo. He's just laying there.
So it has been 4.5, almost 5 hours since we gave her that shot of LACY'S, and she still has her ligaments. She doesn't want them touched, so we'll leave her be. But throughout the night, I'm just going to keep on checking on her over and over and over again. It's something we're going to have to keep a very close eye on now, as I was explaining to you guys. If she starts pushing, as soon as she starts pushing, we're going to have to go in and retrieve the kids. So, just going to keep an eye. So I'll be up over and over and over again all night, just continually checking on her. But as of now, she hasn't lost her ligaments. So until she loses her ligaments, she's not in active labor. But that LACY'S is going to get that going for us, and just ensure that as quick as possible she's going to be able to have these babies, and they're not going to continue to grow, you know, until 155 days or something, if that would be what she did. So that's the status.